Hey everybody, this is Ted Check. So I wanted to give an update on Brian Shaw. For those of you who don't know, Brian Shaw is I believe, 4 times World's Strongest Man, and he holds several other titles. He also holds his own event, own strongman event every year. But he's also shown a keen interest in arm wrestling over the past couple of years, I think. And so here we see him on his Instagram. He's working on I guess it's a pronation device. Um, I think he could also use it here from this handle, but yeah. So there's that. So because here's the thing. I think some people doubt how interested he is. You know, a lot of people think that he has tremendous potential, but then there are others that say, maybe it's a fleeting thing, maybe it's a fad, and he's not that serious. We have another Instagram post here where he's seen working, a different angle, a different device, different piece of equipment. Um, so, and some people speculate, well, maybe it's just because he's trying to sell these things. These people, the manufacturers send him these things, and he does a little video like this, and he gets paid for it, and so yeah, he's got some interest in the sport, but is he really going to start competing at some point? So this guy here, Arm Wrestling News, obviously this is put together. This is an AI generated or photoshopped thing here. We got Brian Shaw, and then this guy is the top arm wrestler in the world, Levan Saganashvili. So people are thinking, oh yeah, one day Brian can take on and beat Levan. He is years away from doing that. Years away. I mean, he may be a very, very strong individual, but as far as the arm wrestling skills and the experience and the different muscles that you have to develop in order to get to this point, he is years away from doing that. This guy, Arm Wrestling News, he thinks that, let me see if I can get to, right here. He thinks that the match that should happen is Brian Shaw versus this guy, who I believe he's gone under different names, but I think he goes by Khalid Jashell at this point. He, I think, lives in the Middle East. He has done some competitive arm wrestling, but he's not consistent with it because he's also gotten into MMA, mixed martial arts. So he's kind of hot and cold on it, but he's very, very strong. He's like a naturally strong dude as far as his hand and his wrist and all that. So I guess, I don't know if it's other people too, but Arm Wrestling News here, this guy thinks that this should be the match to happen to really, for Brian Shaw's entry into arm wrestling. If he can beat this guy, then he's got a shot. I think is the thinking behind it. Kind of sees them on similar levels. So and that it should happen at some point in early 2025. Yes, we're talking about 2025. Holy crap, can't believe it. But right now it's just talk. There's been nothing to indicate that this match has been signed or that any of the promoters want to see this match. It's just right now I think it's just fan fiction, if you will. It's just the fans talking about it and trying to create a groundswell of interest in it. But I mean I think it's a good matchup. I think it'll be a big test for Brian Shaw. I think he should get some other matches in first before he takes on Khalid. I think he should, and not just practice, like actually get in a tournament, on a regional level or something like that. Make it an actual competition for him before he takes this guy on. So there you go. That's my thoughts. That seems to be the latest having to do with Brian Shaw. I wish him the best. I really want to see him do well. I think he's got, like a lot of people, I think he does have tremendous potential. I think he can go very far, but he's got to focus on it. Yeah, he's got the strong man. He does that. So, I mean, everybody has other things going on in their lives, even these guys that dedicate themselves fully to arm wrestling. So, yeah, he's got his Shaw strength, invitational or whatever it is, that the strongman competition that he promotes, that he puts on once a year, fine, have that thing, but then do arm wrestling the rest of the time. Can he do that? Can he focus? Because that's what he's going to need to do if he wants to. And he knows that from strongman. That's what he had to do for strongman. He had to focus. He had to concentrate all of his attention on one thing. And that's what he's going to have to do for arm wrestling if we want to see him, if he wants to do well in it. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours, and I will talk to you later.